Hi and welcome back to another video for Your Soul Evolution. In this video, I wanted to talk more about the Ho'oponopono and using it to heal your chronic pain, your illnesses, your diseases, any kind of sickness, any kind of ailments that you're having, emotional problems, mental problems, whatever it is, you can use the Ho'oponopono to make miraculous changes in your life going forward. Start now. Start today. If you are unfamiliar with the Ho'oponopono, please watch my previous video where I go into greater detail. But for the purpose of this video, we'll keep it very simple, that it is basically an ancient Hawaiian mantra that has a long history of healing individuals, families, from all sorts of things. And it is a life-changing, life-transforming practice that you can start using in your life now. The ancient Hawaiians have already laid out this amazing collective energy for you, and all you need to do is just tap into it and link up to it. The Ho'oponopono mantra is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. When you are saying this, you are only ever speaking to yourself, to your higher self, source, to the universe, however you prefer to say it. But it's not directed towards anyone else but you. Our natural state is unconditional love. It is peace, it is joy, it is happiness. All of those things are the way we are naturally, and we just let outside circumstances and situations dictate that. And we need to remember that everything that happens in our lives is 100% our responsibility. And that is what the Ho'oponopono teaches us, to take responsibility for that. When you say, I'm sorry, you're taking ownership for whatever happened on the outside, for however you attracted that to yourself. If you are forgiving yourself for it, you are forgiving others for it, because we are all one, we are all connected. I am you and you are me. Others are a reflection of ourselves. Please forgive me. Forgiveness is the cornerstone for all healing, and that is because what we need healing from is usually something we think others did to us or something that we did to ourselves. We may have guilt, we may have shame. Others may have done something to us that we feel like, they wronged us and they owe us an apology and things like this. Most of all sickness, illnesses, diseases is a result of emotions that we have pushed down and pushed down and pushed down that need to come to the surface in order for us to clear them and be free of them. But most of us, through social conditioning and how we were brought up as children, we just hold that stuff in. And eventually it has to have an outlet. It will manifest in our lives in other ways. And that is usually through chronic pain, some kind of disease or an illness, some kind of discomfort. It's going to cause us some kind of displeasure in our lives because we will not deal with it. So we are saying, forgive me for my assumptions, for my judgments. I forgive myself. Thank you. The frequency of gratitude is one of the best places that we can ever be, because when we are thankful for things, the universe in turn will give us more things to be thankful for. Remember that we're always being given a reflection back of what we are putting out. And when we are putting out gratitude, we're going to receive more situations, more circumstances that will help us feel more gratitude. Whatever vibrational frequency you are currently vibrating at is what is determining everything going on in your life. If you are someone who right now is in need of healing, you have chronic pain, you have a sickness, you have a disease, you have emotional issues, you have mental issues, you have a physical condition, whatever it may be, you can use the Ho'oponopono to begin healing that now. You must come to the realization that we are 100% creating everything in our lives, and we had a part, probably the biggest part, in creating this discomfort, this pain, this disease. If we can accept fully, totally, completely that we created this ourselves, we apologize to ourselves for creating it, we forgive ourselves for creating it, we find gratitude for lessons learned, for the knowledge that we receive from it, then we can begin to heal right away. And look, I know that there are things out there that we're being poisoned, that we're being fed sugar in everything that we buy, that we are given medications that are worse than the actual problem, with death as a side effect and other horrible things. They're putting fluoride in our water, we're getting sprayed with chemtrails, we are getting pumped up with vaccines, with things that have no place in a human body whatsoever. I could go on, but you have to remember this. Those things load the gun, but it is you that determines if the trigger is pulled or not. Your emotions, your words, your thoughts, your actions, your food, whether or not you're consuming sugar, those things are what pull the trigger for you. We know with epigenetics that just because you have a gene for cancer, there's a high chance that you could get cancer. That does not mean that you're going to get cancer. And it's really a bummer to see people who say, well, my mom had breast cancer, my sister had breast cancer, so that means I'm going to get breast cancer. Because yeah, you will. Because if you've already accepted it as part of who you are and part of your story, then you're just allowing it right in the door, when that's not even true. You can take two people that have the exact same chances of getting cancer, let's say, and person number one is always in a low vibrational state. They're always angry. They're always frustrated with someone. They're jealous of everything everyone has. They're always eating crappy food. They're always consuming sugars. They're always scared of something. They're constantly putting fear out to the universe. And then you can have another person who is always high vibrational. They go above and beyond to help other people. They avoid sugar. They have the live and let live attitude. They don't get involved in anybody else's business. They're not constantly passing judgment on other people. They know how to forgive themselves. They know how to forgive others easily. They don't let anything get them down. They don't let anything fester inside of them. That person will never get cancer, even though that person had the same percentage as the other one to get the cancer. Like I said, you can have a loaded gun, but it's up to you whether or not the trigger gets pulled. And that is by the things that you're doing, the things that you're saying, the actions that you're taking, the thoughts that you're thinking. Those are the things that are going to determine that. The Ho'oponopono cleanses, it clears, it resets you. It takes all of the negative context from the mind. When we practice something enough and consistently, we can rewire our brains. Science has proved this. This is not a theory. It is proven that we can rewire our brains at any time that we get tired of telling ourselves the same old stories, doing the same old habits, having the same old beliefs that we've had since we were little kids, that were taught to us by our parents or by social conditioning. At any time we say, well, that doesn't really make sense. I don't know why I believe that. That is your opportunity to make a change. You don't have to accept anything just because it's been passed down and passed down and passed down to you. Be your own person. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? I researched that, I looked into it, it doesn't make sense. And even if you don't research it, you just know when something doesn't feel right. You know when it's not your truth. You know when it's somebody else's truth that's just been pushed on you for as long as you can remember. But you have the opportunity to let that go and put something more positive, something that feels right to you in its place. Getting back to your sickness, your disease, whatever you're dealing with, ask yourself, how did I create this and why? Remember that you are taking responsibility, that you created it, that everything has happened in your life as a result of the vibration that you were putting out. So ask yourself, take one issue that you're having right now, whatever that may be. whether it's back pain, whether it's leg pain, whether it's migraines, whatever it is, anxiety, depression. How did I create this and why? And be honest with yourself about the answer that you feel, the answer that comes forward on why you created this. Did you create it because it's serving you in some way, that someone is giving you extra attention, someone that wasn't paying attention to you before is now asking how you're doing? If you need anything, they're coming over, they're cooking for you. Is it serving you in some way? These are the things you need to ask yourself. Everything is energy, and this is true with feelings. Feelings we express as emotions, energy and motion. And when the emotions and the energy are stuffed down and not expressed, they create blockages, and it has to find an outlet. So it manifests as pain, as inflammation, as sickness, as headaches, as fibromyalgia, as bipolar, as disease. All of that stuff is mostly caused by our emotions, and it's being fed by things like sugar and other toxic things that we're putting in our body. Every time a low vibrational feeling comes up, you must train yourself to immediately repeat the Ho'oponopono, to say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. This can and absolutely will rewire you and reset you. Repeat it over and over. And continue to ask yourself, if you don't have an answer yet, on why and how you created this. Why did you create this sickness for yourself? Why did you create this disease for yourself? Because you had to have. Because you're always being given a reflection of what vibration you're putting out. Whether it's not immediately apparent, one way or another, you created it. You aligned to the vibration that attracted it to you. No one and nothing can cause an emotion within you. It's already within you, and then it's triggered by something. But you make a choice how you respond or how you react to it. You have to be mindful of what vibrational frequencies you're exposing yourself to. Maybe there's a place that you like to go for some reason, and there's very low vibrational people there, and they're doing low vibrational things, and they're watching very low vibrational TV, and for some reason you sit over there and hang out. All of that goes into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is always listening and picking up on everything, and it has since the day you were born. Your subconscious mind knows everything that's ever happened to you in your entire life. That is why we have so many messed up beliefs and thoughts and feelings within us. Because we've had so many different experiences from the time we were born. We've had so many people putting their experiences onto us and telling us things that were their truths, not our truths, but it got put on us because we were small and we couldn't say, hey, wait a minute, that's your crap from your childhood that you're putting on me. You know, we couldn't do that, but now we can. And it's never too late to realize things that are not your truth and let them go. Our biggest obstacle is always ourselves. And we have to be mindful of the low vibrational frequency situations that we're putting ourselves in. Every feeling and every emotion that we're having is asking for more of the same. We're asking the universe, hey, bring me more of this. So if you have a lot of hatred, a lot of anger within you, you're telling the universe, hey, bring me some more, because that's the vibration that you're putting out. You're telling the universe, come on, baby, bring it to me. Give me some more. Give me some more. And that's not what you want to do. You want to raise your vibration so that you have high vibrational emotions that are coming out, and then the universe will also then say, because it doesn't discriminate, hey, let me give them some more of this happiness, some more joy. Let's throw a little bliss in there. Let's throw more peace of mind in there. That's what we want to do. But the universe is always responding to your vibration, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you are someone who is not well in any way, I encourage you to meditate at least 10 minutes a day. Start now. Start today. Meditation can be anything. You don't have to just sit there and be in the lotus position and have your incense burning and have your music in the background. All that stuff's great and wonderful, but that is not meditation. Meditation is individual to each person. You can just go outside on a brief little walk in the morning sunshine, get that vitamin D. You can take an evening walk and just, go exploring outside a little bit. You can take the time that you're in the shower and just decide that, and just set the intention that that is your time that you want to listen and get to know yourself on a deeper level during that time. Meditation is whatever you make it. Do not make it too complicated. I encourage you to repeat the Ho'oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, as many times as necessary. Just repeat it over and over and over. Just get in the habit of when you're just driving in your car and you don't feel like listening to music, just repeat it over and over and over. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Just get it into your core of who you are. You will start seeing the changes in your life. It will reset and realign you and start to rewire your brain from those old programs, from those old beliefs that are no longer serving you. Let them go. There is no better time than now to let those things go. And as you release those negative emotions, you're going to heal yourself. You never need an outside person to heal you. I'm not saying you don't need medical advice and people don't need to see doctors, but I'm just saying that in this, if you're watching my channel, you obviously believe in a more spiritual approach and you don't need anyone else to heal you. It is nice to have someone help you, but you ultimately have to realize that you are a powerful being, or it's going to be very difficult to heal yourself if you don't believe that you're a powerful being. And with the Ho'oponopono, it's so simple because, as I said early on in the video, the ancient Hawaiians have already set this up for you. There is already a massive collective energy floating around out there in the collective consciousness, and all you have to do is plug your little charger into it. You just have to link up with that energy that's already there and start this healing process. Start now. Start tonight when you go to sleep. If you're laying there and memories from 20 years ago keep popping up in your mind, you're like, oh my God, not that again. I don't want to think about that again. Forgive yourself, move on, get rid of that old garbage. Don't let it weigh you down anymore. When negative thoughts come up, negative emotions, negative feelings, immediately start repeating, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And just continue to repeat it until you fall asleep. You don't even have to have a reason. If it just pops in your mind, just repeat it as often as possible. It's recommended to say this as often as possible. It's only going to benefit you. It's only going to heal you more and more and more. And as you heal yourself, you heal those around you, you heal the universe, the collective consciousness, and it takes a lot of the pressure off from you having that mindset that you have to fix everyone or that you're not doing enough to help the collective consciousness. If you are every day working on yourself and working to heal yourself, then you are doing more for the collective consciousness than you can even imagine, because that's what it's all about, is healing ourselves, and then everything around us will heal as well. You're a powerful, limitless being. Please realize this to the fullest extent. I hope this video helps you. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.